we're currently at this bar, restaurant place that has a diving board right there. So me and TJ are gonna have a dive off. Comment who you think had the better dive down there.
Let us know.
Let's do it.
First up, we have TJ. Next up, David.
Damn! Bro, you're looking like the Indonesian flag.
I made a mistake.
Look at that.
I've made a huge mistake.
We're riding our motor scooters to go surfing right now. This whole situation reminds me of something that happened last time I was here. And that situation is the time someone stole my scooter. But I'll tell you more about that after we go surfing, TJ. Hello, puppy. What breed are you? I think you are a cutie patootie. We went to the logs today just for the warm-up sesh.
Mellow, early morning warm-up.
Woo! Oh man, always a little fresh jumping in. Whoa! Hello! I caught so many waves this session, but after going through the footage, I discovered that watching POV longboarding on tiny waves isn't that interesting. So after I crashed into the sky so hard that it made the color of my board change, I decided to call it. We all just went out and bought matching linen outfits, and we're trying them on right now. This is the true Bali vibe. This is the Bali uniform. Bro, yes! It looks so good!
We're blowing, brother. We're blowing. I feel much better now.
Oh, this looks fantastic. Alright, what's our cult call? We're leaving this crib today, that's why all of our bags are packed. But anyway, back to the story on how my motor scooter got stolen. Normally I'm used to the older kind of motor scooters, the cheap ones, where you have an actual key, but this one had a proximity key, so there's different kinds of keys. This is a regular bike key, and this is a wireless bike key. This one you don't have to put into the scooter to start, it just starts. And with the proximity key, it's easy to forget that it's around, so you can easily leave it in the motor scooter. Which sounds like it's something that would never happen, but you'll be surprised at how easy it is to do. What I just told you then was actually a big fat lie. Because after inspecting the footage I took of the scooter for in case it got damaged, you can clearly see that this scooter uses a regular bike key. So I have no idea what I was on about with all that proximity key stuff. I think I was just trying to sound cool. Proximity! But anyway, one night I went down to the convenience store to get some supplies. And I made a fatal mistake. More of the story later. We gotta go to the next crib. And Ben needs to get dripped up. He's dripless. What happened to you, man?
Basically just woke up at 3 in the morning and projectile vomited into the toilet. I had this cup noodle like probably an hour ago, and then 30 minutes ago, projectile vomit.
We think he's got the belly, the dreaded Bali belly. We're gonna get you an IV and you'll feel better.
Sick.
Yep, oh, don't touch. Catch you later, sick house. Sick house with the sick Ben. Everyone's arrived. Even the bro. Almost, what, 2.5 hours, something like that?
Oh, I finished all my editing.
Oh, you did? Nice. Ben, are you ready for the IV?
No.
A few moments later.
What a strong boy. You're so strong, Ben. This is the new spot, as you can see. It's a little more basic than the last spot, but we have this big drape over the bed to stop the Australians from getting in. The situation is more like separate hotel rooms. So Ben's room is actually on this side of the wall. Benjamin! I'm just explaining the room situation for the new spot.
Oh, yes.
The last spot we had, I was just calling it the Cribbo, but then it was like too good. It was a big spot, it was nice. It's not a cool enough name. It made me think Metropolis. Metropolis, that's a big word. It's like a big city, it's a big thing. So the last spot was called the Cribopolis.
Cribopolis.
The Cribopolis.
I like it.
The next spot we go to, Cribopolis Ultra. This puddle of water, you can't really see it. To your mirror, it is invisible. But TJ just stood right in it.
I got wet feet.
This is the spot, and you know, the story really isn't that interesting. I had a proximity key, I parked my scooter right here, I went into this shop, and when I came out, the scooter was gone, but my helmet was on the ground. So there was no mistaking that my scooter was stolen and not just moved. So I talked to some of my Indonesian friends to see what I should do, and they told me about the scam that gets pulled. Now I'm not saying that this is what happened, but it is apparently something that does happen. Some shops will rent you a bike with a tracker in it, and then after a few days they'll get their friend to follow you and steal the bike back. Side note, I had to pay 2,000 New Zealand dollars in cash for the stolen bike. And the ATMs in Bali only let you take out $200 at a time, so I was at the ATM for around 30 minutes withdrawing cash until I had the fattest stack known to man. But after you pay for the stolen bike, chances are, a few days later, that stolen bike will be right back out front of the rental store that you got it from.
The moral of this story is you can't trust the system.
You know, in a strange way, I should have seen this coming. In New Zealand, we've been warned about this kind of thing happening from a very young age. As an old New Zealand proverb once said,
Left my scooter outside the dairy. Next minute,